Alright guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be looking at 3 different ships from Argo. The first one is the MPUV cargo. Let's jump straight into it. So this is the MPUV series, but this is the MPUV cargo. Essentially when you come in, you're able to fit some cargo into the front bit here and the back, and it means you also have 2 doors on the side here, which you're going to open, and you can obviously have someone sit and maybe guard your cargo, or maybe make sure it's secure. But then you also maybe have room for other things in here, but obviously this isn't available right now. Kind of looks like there would be something in there, but you know, it is what it is. It's not that big of a storage kind of capacity, so obviously it's not going to be that big. You're not going to be able to get that much into here. But yeah, let's have a look and see what kind of things are in the cockpit. So when we jump in, guys, we have all my systems are offline. Let me just turn them on real quick. There we go. Right. So what buttons do we have up here? So we've got power, engines, gear, exterior, and self-destruct. So there's no option to maybe drop this cargo shell off. It is completely built in, and it will not come off. So that means that is kind of a good thing until it's blown up. Obviously it's not going to come off, which is a nice little feature where like someone cannot steal the cargo from the back. It means that this thing is completely welded to the back, and it means that you have to like open it and everything to get into the storage. So it's a pretty neat looking ship, and obviously if you wanted to carry maybe ammunition onto the ship or things like that, might be a pretty good way to get it on. And as well as that, if you're carrying smaller boxes and things like that, or furniture onto the ship and you need them in a certain place that's maybe up a height and you don't want to carry it all the way through the ship, and there's a hangar on the top of the ship, you could maybe use this to dump it in there. Now this one is the Argo personnel, and essentially this one is literally the same, just in the back here. It's very bright for some reason, but it also, when you come in properly, instead of glitching your head through the ceiling, you have a bunch of seats. So it's like a form of dropship, to be specific. And when you sit down, you take a seat, and then the strap should come over you. Okay, well, I remember there being a strap, but there isn't a strap, so that's my bad. But obviously you would just sit here, you would wait to be dropped off, and then you would leave and walk out. It's pretty cool. There is nothing else you can do other than close the door, and the door closes and seals itself, which is pretty cool. And again, there is no way to drop this. This is completely sealed to the ship, so it would have to land like this and then take off like this. There wouldn't be any like attaching or detaching at the minute. It could change in future, but as of right now, that's kind of just the way that it is. But this is the other one, the only other one, which is the MPUV tractor beam. I call it the tractor beam, but it's literally just called the tractor. And the reason I like this is because, well, when you get in, you're able to touch this button right here, and you just turn around, and you can pick up this couch right here. Let's say I really like this couch, and I want this bringing somewhere. Well, I just pick it up myself from the pilot seat, put it on there, attaches to the cargo grid, turn the engines on, and I'm away. But yeah, this thing is pretty nice actually, and it has 16 SU of cargo space underneath, which is pretty decent for a small ship. And it kind of just reminds me of like a little UFO kind of looking thing. But yeah, it's quite cool. And obviously a lot of the cargo will not drop off the back, so you don't have to worry about it falling off or anything like that, so that's good as well. The only time it'll come off is if someone gets a tractor beam and actually pulls it off, something like that. You can also, well, for some reason on this cargo grid it's blocked, but in other cargo grids you can actually sit in this and be upside down, but for some reason it's not allowing me. Star Citizen, what have you done to me? You've ruined it. That's so ruined. There's so many opportunities of another dropship being right here. Anyways, that's about it really. There's I knew this was going to be a quick episode, obviously because of how small these things are and how little there is to them. They've got very small interiors and obviously only little abilities. So yeah, let's go ahead and start talking prices, shall we? So if you want to go ahead and buy these ones on the store, on the pledge store, the Argo Tractor and the Argo Personnel, which is the two behind me on this side, are $40 each. Now if you want to buy the Cargo, which is this one on this side over here where my head is looking, that one is $35. So it's a little bit cheaper than the rest of them. Now if you want to buy the MPUV Cargo in-game, it's only available at Lowville, on Hurston, and New Deal for $314,000. If you want to buy the Argo Personnel, then you have to buy it at, again, Lowville on New Deal for $359,100. And finally, if you want to buy the MPUV Tractor Beam, and yes, I'm calling it a Tractor Beam again, you can buy this ship at two places. First of all, we'll start off with Nix in Levski. You can buy this thing for $415,000. But then if you come all the way through to New Deal at Hurston, you can buy this thing for $395,010 AUEC. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And obviously if you guys are thinking of buying the game, please make sure you guys use my referral code down in the description below. I would much appreciate it. Anyways, that has been this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye for now.